as we enter these last days. We must train this generation now.
That God wants us to be real in this day.
I am a strong supporter of Christian education. Challenge the mind.
Our future depends upon Christian higher education.
Biblical values.
The future.
As the campus continues to grow,
New buildings and a record enrollment.
Good, sound Christian leaders.
Building a place that is making a difference in the lives of students.
business leaders, educators.
And he's trying to raise a generation of men and women who will stand and say, I will be counted for Christ. No game playing anymore.
Because the next generation is going to affect our world today.
A world needs to hear that Jesus Christ is the hope.
Mandy Ray in her 7th season, 109 wins, 96 losses. She is assisted tonight by Brenda Carter Baker. Your referee is Bill Ward. The umpires are Jeff Klaus and Michelle Daniel. Trailblazers in the home white is the higher seed with the blue numbers, and Johnson, the visiting blue with the white numbers. And a little deja vu. Feel like we've done this before, guys. Oh yeah, we did it 6 days ago when these two same teams squared off in this building. Winner gets a date with KCU tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the MidEast Regional Final. Chelsea Black into the lane, goes left baseline to Smith, who fires a three. Backside of the rim, no good. Whitney Moore, a defensive rebound for the Lady Jags. Johnson University, formerly Johnson Bible College, used to be the Preachers on the men's side and Lady Evangels on the women's side. They are searching right now for a nickname, and they have gone with Lady Jags in the interim. Moore, a three that's no good. Kaylee Carter, an offensive rebound. Carter working her way to the rim, no good. Johanna Couch, her first shot, no good from up close, and the rebound to OCU. Smith to the other end, no, and the rebound bounces out into the hands of the point guard, Kaylee Carter. So no score through 60 seconds here in the MidEast Region semifinals. Neither of these teams had to play yesterday. Only 3 teams in this region. Winner gets to the final against KCU that has still not made an appearance, as a turnover is going to give it back to the Trailblazers at a MidEast Region breakfast banquet this morning. And the Knights were not here, and I do not see Ron Arnett or the KCU Lady Knights in attendance. Maybe tuned in scouting with live video. But they will be here later tonight. They have a meeting where they vote on the region awards, and Chelsea Black just lost the basketball out of bounds. So he will get here obviously late tonight and bring his team into the Leadership Center, where OCU won the last matchup in that series about 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Tuesday, February the 5th. The Trailblazers knocked off KCU in this building. Black applying pressure on Amanda Scheich, and Scheich under that pressure shuffled the feet, and it's a turnover back to OCU. Still, a minute 39 in, nobody has scored in this game. Trailblazers score 70 points a game, number 3 in the nation. They give up 65, +5 scoring margin. Johnson scores 61, and they give up 65, -4. Underneath Danner, a little turnaround from up close, no good, and Couch the rebound, and a quick outlet to Madison Philippi. OCU 37% from the field, Johnson 38%. Tiaja Smith really hounding Philippi. Had the ball slapped loose by Caitlin Danner. No 10-second violation anyway in women's basketball, at least at the collegiate level. Shot clock is down to 8. Top of the key, Carter, and what an offensive foul. Illegal screen there by 22, Maddie Philippi. It's her first, and the team first. Johnson with only 7 players in uniform today. They have 8 on the roster. Ashley Rowles, as we said, second-team region performer a season ago, tore her ACL before the first game of the year. She will hope to make a full recovery next season. Danner's three from the baseline, no good. Will fighting for the rebound, and a jump ball is going to be called. And the possession arrow is going to give it back to Johnson. And Ashley Rawls has already had surgery on that knee, and they again hope to have her back, but it's Taryn Forsythe and Anna Fales, the lone Lady Jags on Doug Karn's bench. So foul trouble and fatigue could be big factors that could do the Lady Jags in tonight. Carter into the lane, tried to put it up row, blocked her shot. Ball loose and taken away by Chelsea Black. Black to Smith. Smith looking to run. Goes left wing to Danner. To the right wing now, and Chelsea Black. Back out to Rowe, and what do we got here? A foul on the top of the key. If it's on 22 Philippi, it's number 2, and it is. And she can't believe it and gives a long stare to the referee, Bill Ward. And I kind of was watching that play. I didn't see anything illegal. Interesting. Tiaja Smith into the lane, right wing Rowe, firing a three, in and out. Rebound battled for, and they're going to get a loose ball foul on either Tiaja Smith or Caitlin Danner. It's going to be charged to Smith. It's her first and the team first. 16:45 to play, first half. Still nobody has scored. 3 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. Left side, Scheich, who nearly went out of bounds, had to save it in, did so to Whitney Moore. Shot from up close is no good. Battle for the rebound. Couch had it, lost it, and it will stay with the Lady Jags. Obviously, the storylines in this game are OCU. Are they going to look ahead to that date with KCU? Are they going to give Johnson the attention that they deserve? And on the Johnson side, how are 5 freshmen and 3 sophomores going to play in what for many of them is their first regional tournament appearance? Left side, Whitney Moore's 3 is no good. Danner the rebound. Trailblazers obviously have some underclassmen as well, but good senior leadership, talking about Shelby Rowe and Chelsea Black and some of those players, so a little bit different scenario for them. Danner to the left wing, now left baseline, Smith into the lane, trying to dump it off to Will. It was taken away. Kaylee Carter looking to run. Kara Zwick and Asia Woodson, some firepower coming to the table. Left wing, Philippi for 3, no good, and the ball went over the backboard, and it goes out of bounds to Johnson. So to OCU, went out of bounds off of Johnson. Couple subs do check in, Asia Woodson and Zwick. So Woodson back in with those, well, she had the protective eyewear on in warm-ups, but has already abandoned those. She had that scratched cornea in the Alice Lloyd game, did Asia Woodson, and back here in the lineup, and said heck with those, and has had some trouble seeing. So legitimate trouble, like, so she thinks the basketball's right in front of her and it's a foot away. Mandy Ray saying just still getting healed fully, and going to come in off the bench today. Kara Zwick in as well. Zwick had 29 points in the last game against Johnson this past Saturday. Runner in the lane by Philippi is no good, and Zwick the rebound. Zwick long outlet to Woodson. Woodson to the other end, put it up, in, and what are they going to call? Blocking foul. Basket is good. The foul is on Amanda Scheich. The blocking foul is going to be charged on Amanda Scheich. It's her first and the team third. The bucket is good for Asia Woodson. She has 4 already. And that free throw is no good. So 4-0. Trailblazers lead here early on a sluggish start offensively for both teams. Philippi to the left wing. To Whitney Moore, just right of center. Moore to Scheich, left wing, and she traveled. She sure did. Got a little bit of excitement as she put it on the floor after the catch and did a little dance in the process. It's a turnover back to OCU. Caitlin Danner, Chelsea Black, Kara Zwick, Shelby Rowe, and Asia Woodson on the floor for OCU. Philippi, Scheich, Couch, Carter, and Whitney Moore on the floor for Johnson. And at the 14:30 mark. They're going to have OCU bring it in at midcourt with 28 on the shot clock. Danner will get it into Black. Johnson still going with their starting 5. He's only got 2 on the bench in the form of Fales, F&F, Fales and Forsythe, as Asia Woodson just got to the rim, and she's got a half dozen. She's the X factor. She did not play in that game that was a 7-point game at the intermission before OCU went on a 15-0 run, and has already made her presence known as Asia Woodson was 6 here early. There's a steal by Kara Zwick. Zwick to Chelsea Black. Black to the left wing, and Danner. Danner to Zwick, 17-footer. On the rim, no good, and Maddie Philippi, the defensive board. Philippi, nice no-look pass underneath to Scheich. How did she know she was there? Beautiful pass to Scheich, and the freshman from Whitestown, Indiana, with the first 2 of the game for Johnson. Here, 6.5 minutes into the game, 6-2. Beautiful look. Left baseline, a foul by Johanna Couch as Caitlin Danner got the step on the baseline. Non-shooting foul. It's number 1 on Couch. Already number 4 on the team. Maddie Philippi, their leading scorer, already with 2 points, or 2 fouls in this game, I beg your pardon. Inbound to the left wing, and Shelby Rowe threw it right between the legs of Kara Zwick. Zwick maybe should have caught it, but Rowe could have obviously given her a much better pass. 6-2. Right wing, it's Kaylee Carter. Guarded there by Danner, working her way to the rim again. Dropped it off underneath to Couch, who goes back out to Scheich, who's going to fire a 3, who put it on the rim, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Kara Zwick. Zwick to Black, Black to Danner. Danner, a little stop and start. Now going to fire, and came up way long on that 18-footer. Scheich with the rebound. Numbers not there, and Johnson. Little stop and start by Scheich, who went to the rim and had her shot blocked, and it will go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Jags. So it looked like good job there by Scheich. Love the change of speed. For an old guy like me, that's still one of the secrets in my arsenal. You kind of just go down the floor, and looked like she was going to pull back and get back into the half-court set. And again, the defense raises those hips a little bit, and Scheich then exploded to the rim, but one of the Trailblazers came over and ended that by blocking her shot, and Kara Zwick just hammered Maddie Philippi, and Philippi is going to shoot 2. First foul on Kara Zwick. It is the 2nd on the team, and a couple free throws coming up here for Maddie Philippi, the 5'6" freshman from Blountville, Tennessee, a setter on the volleyball team, so a versatile athlete is Maddie Philippi. First point is up and in. Scored better than 1,000 points at Sullivan Central High School in Blountville. One more for Philippi, who bends the knees and hits again. Maddie Philippi with her first 2, and she has made this a 2-point game with 12:30 to play here in the first half. Woodson into the lane, dumped it off to Zwick. Zwick lost it, got it back into the lane, threw it up on the rim, no good, and the ball out of bounds off of Whitney Moore, off of Zwick, I beg your pardon. It's going to go back to Johnson. Johnson still with their starting 5 on the floor. They've played nearly 8 minutes without a sub. Trailblazers have basically subbed everybody. Bechtel is in, so is Katie Fuller. The only starter still on the floor is Chelsea Black. Philippi's runner into the lane, no good. Rebound Johnson. Whitney Moore shows 3, then takes it to the rim. The bucket is good, and she was fouled. Bechtel came over, tried to draw the charge. The bucket is good for Whitney Moore. First 2 of the game for the freshman from Knoxville. The foul is charged to Sarah Bechtel, number 24. Her first, team third, and now everybody in that OCU starting lineup has sat down as Tiaja Smith is back in for Chelsea Black. So Moore, an opportunity to give Johnson the lead, and she does. So the Lady Jags 7, OCU 6 here very early, under 12 minutes to play first half. Fuller to the left wing, and Tiaja Smith. Left baseline, it's Woodson. Woodson back out to Bechtel, shows 3, instead into the lane, threw it up, no good, and Scheich fighting for the rebound, grabs it for the Lady Jags. Doug Carnes pops up off the bench. Not sure what he's happy or mad about, but at the other end, Philippi put it up, lost the basketball. Taken away by Kara Zwick. $11:15 to play in the first half. Left wing. Now cross court to Tiaja Smith. 15 on the shot clock. Right baseline, it's Fuller, a long two. Hit the rim, no good, and Maddie Philippi, the defensive rebound. 7-6, 11 minutes to play first half. Left side, it's Kaylee Carter. Backing down, Fuller into the lane, dropped it off to Scheich. Little 6-footer is right there. Nicely done again. They got into the lane in the form of Philippi, and dropped it off to Amanda Scheich. Quick catch and shoot from about 6 feet. And all of a sudden, Johnson with a 9-6 advantage. Woodson trying to find some space. Sets up Bechtel for three, no good. And a rebound there by Scheich, who lost the basketball into the hands of Smith. Right side, Woodson for three. Came up short. Bechtel a rebound, and a foul, I believe, is going to be called here on Whitney Moore. Banging on, what do I know? It's charged to 22. Maddie Philippi, and that is number 3 on Maddie Philippi. So the Jags' leading scorer is going to have to sit down, and Anna Fales is going to check in. And Doug Carnes, I think, says, I need a timeout to figure out what we're going to do, as my leading scorer just went to the bench. We'll have a timeout on the floor. It's Johnson 9, OCU 6. It's the MidEast Region semis here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
If you want a free pizza, get it. I don't think we can hear you.
You're watching the NCCAA Division II MidEast Region Finals. Today's exciting tournament action brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike. Subway. Eat fresh.
Subway. Eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence. Mid-State League sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
The right baseline, Zwick, one dribble and buries a 17-footer. Zwick used a dribble to kind of set herself and get her footing, and then raised up with a lot of confidence. She is playing some really good basketball right now as Kara Zwick. Left wing, it's Anna Fales, who's checked in for Philippi, who has to sit down with those 3 personal fouls. And on a back door, Kaylee Carter got to the rim and put it in. She caught Katie Fuller sleeping, went back door, and nicely done. The Lady Jags have been great here early after getting off to a slow start offensively. Have really run some nice sets, and Whitney Moore guilty of a block, top of the key. First foul on Whitney Moore. It's already the 6th on the team. Tiaja Smith will inbound. Smith looking, goes right baseline to Kara Zwick. 9:22 to play first half. Trailblazers trailing by 3 here early, 11-8. Woodson into the lane to try to change that, no good. Moore a defensive rebound. Shelby Rowe to the table. She'll come in at the next dead ball. So will Maritza Will, the sophomore from Franklin Heights High School. Left side, it's Kaylee Carter. Back out to Whitney Moore. Back to the left wing, and Carter, who got the step and put it up and in. Kaylee Carter, may I say it again, you must have a good point guard in this region when you're playing against Tanya Bowens and KCU on a regular basis, and Tiaja Smith and some of the others, and Doug Carnes has gotten one in Carter, and Kara Zwick, after a couple caroms, tries to put one in and was fouled in the process, and it'll be Johanna Couch, number 2 on the freshman from Gloucester, Ohio, number 7 on the team, and Zwick in the active shooting will get 2. I mean, that's a must at any level, in any league, but both of these teams, OCU and KCU, the top 2 in the region, really make their living forcing turnovers. They get full court pressure. They love to get out and run, and you just, I mean, these two teams have really made this region pay for many, many years by penalizing poor ball handling, and Doug Carnes trying to change that with the help of Kaylee Carter and some of these other Johnson guards, and what a difference it can make against a team like KCU or OCU to be able to not give up 15 or 20 points in transition off of turnover. Second free throw is good again for Kara Zwick. OCU now with some full court pressure. Now the million-dollar question is, as Johnson gets tired, how do those guards do against the pressure? Reach and foul here on 21 Asia Woodson. And for Woodson, that's her first and the team fourth. But it's one thing to be able to handle the pressure with 8 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first half. It's another to handle it with 5 or 6 minutes in the game and only 7 players on your roster. How does fatigue factor in to the ability to handle the press? And a reach in on the left wing or right wing on Asia Woodson. So 2 quick ones on the freshman from Toledo, and she's going to sit down as Chelsea Black is back in. Woodson sits with 6 points and 2 fouls. Chelsea Black returns scoreless. To inbound is Whitney Moore. Moore to the top of the key, and Kaylee Carter. Carter guarded tightly there by Tiaja Smith. Underneath to Moore, a little step through. They're going to call a walk, and I'm not sure I saw a walk there, but I was caught up in the nice step-through move by Whitney Moore. Didn't work, but I just like the idea of the move. So maybe she did shuffle the feet, but I didn't see it. 8 minutes to play in the half, 13-10. Johnson still with the lead. Rowe to try to tie it. Three-pointer hit the backboard, but not the rim. Ball on the floor into the hands of Couch. It's a 2-on-1 advantage. Scheich picks up her dribble, back out to Carter. Free throw jumper on the rim, no good. Zwick the rebound. She wants to run. And Smith, realizing the numbers aren't there, will bring it back out and reset for OCU. 20 on the shot clock, 7:30 to play in the half. Will just traveled to no call, caught it left baseline, and she did a dance. Zwick left side jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, bodies banging. Will's got it to Tiaja Smith. Back out to Zwick, into the lane, put it on the rim, no good. And the rebound taken away by Carter. Carter looking to run, but numbers aren't there, and she wisely brings it back out and will reset the offense to the left wing, and Anna Fales. Fales logging bigger than normal minutes, even with 7 players because of the injury, I should say, the 3 fouls on Maddie Philippi, and a travel is going to give it back to OCU. And Doug Carnes with 7 girls has to use those timeouts wisely and senses his Lady Jags need a timeout here with 6:56 to play in the first half. We'll take a break with him. It's Johnson and a little bit of an upset. The 3 seed, 13, OCU 10. It's the MidEast Region semis here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network. Back with more after this.
You're watching the NCCAA Division II MidEast Region Finals. Today's exciting tournament action brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike.
Subway. Eat fresh. Subway. Eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence, mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
Shot clock is off, 10 seconds to play in the half. Turner shows the three instead of the free throw line, and she traveled with 4.9 seconds left. And so Johnson, if my memory serves me right, I think they hit a bucket at the buzzer last Saturday at the end of the first half. They want to do it again here. Moore looking to inbound with 3 seconds left to Forsythe with 2. Forsythe with 1. They're not going to get anywhere near the rim. And we have played 20 minutes here in the Maxwell Leadership Center. OCU, after a sluggish start, answered with a nice little run to end the first half. They lead by 5, 20-15 here after 20 minutes. Coming up, the halftime show, a look at the first half numbers, a recap of what has transpired, and a preview of our final semifinal game of the night as number 1 OCU will take on number 5 boys. All that coming up after this 3-minute timeout here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
Today's MidEast Region Finals brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike.
Subway, eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence, mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
It's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Ohio Christian University offers accredited, career-focused undergraduate and graduate degree programs for busy adults. Classes are convenient, offered online or evenings and weekends at our 12 locations. OCU will prepare you for your next step and help you discover your higher purpose.
We invite you to attend Ohio Christian University.
There's a place not so far away, a place where you don't have to keep the volume down. You'll find all sorts of creatures in this place without have to. The silly you, the proud you. You may even meet the curious you.
It's tickling me! You!
Ask your parents to take you to this not so far away place. Come to the forest, where the other you lives. But first, stop by discovertheforest.org.
Halftime in the Maxwell Leadership Center, 20-15. The Trailblazers with a little run late after Johnson led much of that first half, 20-15. The number 2 seed by 5 here at the intermission. Today's game is brought to you by Domino's Pizza. They are our official pizza partner of the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network. A handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, And a crust made from fresh dough is only $7.99. It's a medium 2-topping pan pizza. It's available right now by calling 740-477-2541. Domino's Pizza is the official pizza of OCU Athletics. So halftime here in the Leadership Center, and taking a look at some of the first half numbers. Whitney Moore with 5 points to lead Johnson. It was Amanda Scheich and Kaylee Carter with 4 points apiece, and Maddie Philippi, the only other Lady Jag to score. Remember, this team only with 7 players in uniform. Ashley Rowles, their 8th, second team region performer a year ago that tore her ACL before the season even got underway. A medical red shirt that hopes to be back next season, but 4 players score. They combined to score, 15 in this first half. For OCU, it was Asia Woodson and Kara Zwick with 6 apiece. Tiaja Smith added 4. Destiny Turner with 3. And Chelsea Blackhead 1. OCU 3 of 5 from the charity stripe for 60%. Johnson 5 of 6 for 83%. And one of the big statistics, obviously, with 7 players, foul trouble and fatigue. F&F is what we're going to call it tonight. And Maddie Philippi has 3 fouls for Johnson in this first half. She is the Lady Jags' leading scorer and only has 2 points in this game because Doug Carnes had to sit her after she picked up that 3rd foul, probably about 2/3 of the way through that first half. So she has had to sit. Johanna Couch, their starting power forward, has 2 personal fouls as well. On the OCU side of things, it's Asia Woodson, the only one in any kind of foul trouble with 2 fouls and 6 points. And Woodson, her story, you could see it a couple times. Again, a scratched cornea about a week and a half ago, had some protective glasses she was supposed to wear, and those lasted through the pregame warm-ups. And Mandy Ray said just some distance issues where she shot a 3 today that looked really, really good, but barely grazed the front of the rim. You don't see Woodson do that very often. It was an open look, and I think it's directly related to that scratched cornea that continues to heal and give her a little bit of problems. So 20-15, Ohio Christian, the 2 seed, leads the number 3 seed Johnson University. We are at halftime in the Leadership Center. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the other first half numbers and give you a preview of our final game of the night when number 1 Ohio Christian takes on number 5 Boyce. We'll take a break. Back with more after this here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
Today's MidEast Region Finals brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike.
Subway, eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence, mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
American Idol, they asked us to sum up our life goals, and I said I wanted to be a loving father and a faithful husband and a servant of all. And I think the servant of all, that's the main one, and I think that's what we're called to be. And it's to give our life for God, to give our life for those around us, to give our life for the good fight. My name is Jason Castro, and I am second.
I knew that attending Ohio Christian University
would prepare me for whatever lies ahead.
What I didn't know is how I would pay for my education.
I wondered how complex the process was and if I would be eligible to receive financial aid.
Well, that's when I found the OCU Financial Aid website.
At Ohio Christian, The process is simple.
The OCU Financial Aid website provided me with the information I needed to start and complete the process. I learned how to fill out my free application for federal student aid. Soon after completing my FAFSA, an Ohio Christian Financial Aid counselor determined which aid was available for me and answered all my questions about my options.
Options like grants and work study,
student loans and scholarships.
An Ohio Christian University education is within my reach.
If you are concerned about finances, as I used to be, I encourage you to take the next step.
Fill out your FAFSA today.
For assistance, call Ohio Christian University at 1-877-7-OCU-NOW or visit us at ohiochristian.edu.
Uh-oh, Vince. They're really cracking down on safety belts these days.
What's up, officer?
I'm giving you a ticket for committing an 811.
Safety belt violation.
Compliments of Barney Fife.
We never wear safety belts. We're dummies.
Weisenheimers.
He gave us a ticket.
A man's got to do what he's got to do.
If you're looking for pretty halftime statistics, this is a time to turn me down right now. So, time to mute, X out, whatever you want to call it, because the following statistics are dangerous. They're flammable. They could explode. They're not pretty for either team. There's not many days where you can play in the MidEast Region Championship, shoot 25% from the field like Johnson did, and outshoot your opponent. The Trailblazers having a tough time putting it in the rim, doing a lot of other good things well, but ultimately the game of basketball comes down to being able to shoot, and right now OCU only 21% from the field, 8 of 39, only 7% from three-point range, 1 of 14, and 3 of 6 from the charity stripe for 50%. And Johnson isn't much better. 5 of 20 for 25% from the field, 0 of 5 for threes. They have not made one to this point, and 5 of 7 from the charity stripe for 71%. The OCU starting lineup, for example, I'll give you, let's add them up together. They are a combined 2 of 19, 0 of 4, Shelby Rowe, Chelsea Black 0 for 5, Danner 0 for 4, Will 0 for 2, Tiaja Smith has made the only field goals by a starter in this game. 2 for 4 in the first half is Tiaja Smith, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and Johnson's starting 5, Kaylee Carter 2 for 6, Amanda Scheich 2 for 4, Couch 0 for 1, Philippi 0 for 4, and Whitney Moore 1 for 4, so not much better. Battle the backboards, OCU, a 22-17 advantage there. Johnson has turned it over 14 times in this game, and you may remember early in that first half, I was talking about how good of a job they were doing, but again, there was a little asterisk next to that with only 7 players in uniform. Fatigue is going to kick in, and when you start getting tired, you start making bad decisions a lot of times, and Johnson began late in that first half, really started having trouble with the OCU pressure. And the thing with OCU, once they start making shots, it's going to allow them to have more pressure. Right now, they're only shooting 21% from the field. Well, they can't set up their full court pressure unless their misses go out of bounds. So they need makes to get into that full court pressure, which is going to cause even more trouble. So Johnson needs to settle down. Obviously, they'll get Philippi back here to start the second half, so another set of fresh legs, and obviously it's going to be critical that she not pick up a fourth in the very near future if Johnson's going to hang around in this basketball game. So the rebounding advantage, OCU +5. Johnson has turned it over 7 more times. The leading rebounder for Johnson in that first half was Amanda Scheich, the smallest player on the floor, had 5 rebounds, and it was Maritza Will, the starting center for OCU tonight, that had 7 rebounds. She has not scored from the field, but 7 rebounds, couple of turnovers in 11 minutes for Maritza Will. Leading assist man for OCU, it's Tiaja Smith with 2 dimes. Kaylee Carter and Maddie Philippi have an assist apiece for Johnson. So those are the statistics I can share with you. Later tonight, it'll be number 1 OCU, number 5 boys. The winner will take on number number 2 KCU tomorrow in the regional final at 3 p.m. OCU and boys played back on the 2nd of February. It was a tie game at halftime, 37-37 at boys, and then OCU went on a 59-24 run in the second half, and they won by 35 going away, and they hope to put together 40 minutes like that final 20 minutes. Boys hoping to build on what they did well in that first half against OCU. So it should be a good one. We'll have that one for you tonight with live video, and then tomorrow at 1 and 3, the regional finals. Let's take one time out here, a 30-second break. Second half action is coming up next here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
You're watching the NCCAA Division II MidEast Region Finals. Today's exciting tournament action brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike.
Subway, eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence, mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
Second half action just about set to get underway. OCU will have it first. Cold shooting, the storyline in that first half for both of these teams. Johnson 25%, OCU 21%. OCU 7% on threes, 1 of 14. Johnson 0 of 5 from behind the arc in that first half. Danner to the right wing and Shelby Rowe to the baseline and back to Danner. Top of the key, it's Black, and that pass deflected and taken away. Looking to run, it's Philippi. Philippi into the lane, put it on the rim, no, but she was fouled and will shoot 2. The foul is on Shelby Rowe. It's her first and the team first here in the final 20 minutes, and Maddie Philippi had 3 fouls in that first half. And 6 points. Make that 3 points. Thank you very much. First one is up and in. Maddie Philippi, the freshman from Blunteville, Tennessee, bends the knees and fires again. Good again. So Philippi with 4. Johnson 7 of 8 from the charity stripe in this game. And there's a steal as Kaylee Carter anticipated well. 2-on-2 break, not good enough for her. She says, let's bring it back out and reset the offense. Moore, nice step through, but could not finish. Got an offensive rebound and went to the left hand and put it in. Kevin McHale, like underneath the basket. Moore could not finish on the post move, but crashed the backboards and then showed a beautiful left hand to drop it in. 20-19 at the other end. Danner got free and put it in. First points of the game for Caitlin Danner. 22-19, the lead is 3 for OCU. Right baseline, Philippi to tie it. It went in and out, spun around, and it goes out of bounds, and they're going to keep it with the Lady Jags. So that thing did everything but stay in as Philippi, don't know whether she called glass or not. Banks are typically closed at this hour, but nearly put it in nonetheless. They tried to inbound it to Couch, who had trouble on that inbound pass from Scheich, and it leads to another turnover to the other end. Put it on the rim, no good. Battle for the basketball, and a jump ball is going to be called between Chelsea Black and Kaylee Carter, and the possession arrow will give it back to Johnson University. They trail by 3. Bringing it up the floor is 22, Maddie Philippi. Philippi to the right wing, off a screen from Moore, around the horn to the left wing, and Carter. Carter will fire a 3, front of the rim, no good. Keeping it loose and alive was Scheich, but eventually pulled down by OCU. Still a 3-point game. 2 minutes into the second half. Fuller got into the lane. Make that Danner, I beg your pardon. Beautiful move by Caitlin Danner, who got the step and was able to finish near the right block. 24-19, the lead is 5. In a battle for the basketball, Carter and Smith went to the ground. Philippi thought about a 3 right side, instead puts it on the ground to Whitney Moore. Moore spinning, beautiful move underneath, but could not finish. Rebound, Shelby Rowe. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but obviously the question is, can Johnson hang around in this game? This is the point of the game Saturday where OCU went on a 15-0 run to start the second half, and they absolutely blew the game wide open. Left wing, Tiaja Smith with 8 on the shot clock. Smith trying to get by Scheich. Drops it off to Will. 17-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound. Will got her own board. Will went to the left hand but could not drop it in. Amanda Scheich, the leading rebounder for Johnson in the first half, has another one here. Scheich, little step through, no good. Johanna Couch in the right place at the right time to clean it up and put it in. First 2 for Johanna Couch. 16:45 to play in the game. 24-21. Free throw line extended. It's Maritza Will. A little flare and a turnover there. Mandy Ray not happy on the OCU bench as she caught that pass, and that's not a difficult play to make. And if it's not there, you got to hold the basketball as they try a flare screen to try to free up Tiaja Smith on that opposite side. Johnson hanging around. 24-21 is our score. Left side, Carter, 15 feet away. She buried it. Kaylee Carter with 6. The lead is down to 1. 24-23, 16:20 to play. Woodson starts the second half for OCU. She's got it left wing. Woodson into the lane, put it up and in. Nicely done by Asia Woodson. 4th field goal in this game, first in the second half, 8 points. As Philippi races down the floor, and Caitlin Danner got her on the arm, and Philippi will shoot 2. Kara Zwick to the table for the Trailblazers. She'll come in after this first one. Second foul on Caitlin Danner, second on the team, and Maddie Philippi, a team best 83% from the charity stripe. She has shot 143 free throws. It's a lot of free throws for a woman, isn't it? Especially a guard out on the perimeter. Compare that with OCU, and I think I see the most attempted. Looks like Olivia Davis with 65, which is impressive as well, considering that Davis has not played a full season with OCU, 20 games, but man, that's a lot of free throws for Maddie Philippi. 26-25, Woodson dropped it off underneath to Danner, who put it in. Nicely done, set up by Asia Woodson, and a couple quick field goals for Caitlin Danner. She's got 6 points, all of them here in the second half. Top of the key, it's Kaylee Carter to the right wing, and Johanna Couch. Couch off a screen, it's Scheich who propped it in. That was executed absolutely perfectly. They hit Woodson and slowed her down just enough to give Scheich the advantage coming off that screen, and she was able to get to the rim and beat Woodson there. 28-27, Zwick for 3. Side of the rim, no good. Danner a rebound. Back to Zwick, went to the left hand, no good. Kaylee Carter the rebound. Quick outlet to Scheich. Scheich against Woodson, stopped, popped. Little jump hook, no good. She got her own rebound and put it in. Amanda Scheich again at 5'7", the smallest player on the floor, and she is crashing the backboards for Johnson. Got her own miss there, and it is 29-28 Johnson. Underneath Danner, a little turnaround is up and in. 8 points for Caitlin Danner. OCU regains the lead, 30-29. Whitney Moore, left block. Tough shot as Kira Zwick played really good D. Zwick the rebound. Zwick looking for a guard as she dribbles it to the left forecourt and gets it to Danner, who can play basically every position on this floor, starting at the 4 tonight. Lob underneath to Danner. Danner double teamed, it doesn't matter. The Prophet Coop told you she was the point guard initially. After Zwick brought it up, she went right down into the post and fronted nicely and put in another one. Philippi lost the basketball. It'll stay with Johnson, and Doug Carnes thought there was a travel as he talks to the umpire, Jeff Klaus. 32-29, 3-point advantage. Underneath to Whitney Moore against Smith, against Zwick. Her shot no good, and Kara Zwick got her on the arm, and it will be Whitney Moore with 2 more free throws coming up here. Second on Zwick, third on the team. Free throws here for Whitney Moore, 61% free throw shooter. Bends the knees, and no good. Free throws 11 and 12 for Johnson, currently 9 of 11. They have done a very nice job at the charity stripe, 82%. Here comes Katie Fuller. Tiaja Smith sits down. Destiny Turner in as well, as Shelby Rowe will have a seat. Second free throw is up and in, so Whitney Moore splits a pair. And now a stoppage. .32-30, now a question of how many fouls Kara Zwick has, and the halftime stats do have her with 2 personal fouls, but I don't think those halftime statistics were right, so I've got her with 2 now. One of the umpires, Michelle Daniel, as you can see on your screen, chatting with Doug Carnes, chatting with Mandy Ray, chatting at the scorer's table. And so, question of how many fouls Kara Zwick has now. We had her for 1 at the end of the first half. This was number 2 here, but Doug Carnes saying this should be number 3. At least that's what the stats say. Typically, the stats don't mean anything. You've got 2 different people working at the table. You've got an official book, and then you've got the folks keeping the DAC stats, and they are not related. The official book is what takes precedence. The stats are just there as a service to big mouths like me and the coaches, but now they're taking a look at it, so. Question here is, it looks like it's 24 and 42. They may have flip-flopped a foul. They may have given Zwick one that was supposed to go to Bechtel. And what did they decide? Is that 2 on Zwick or 3? Bechtel does get called for that foul in the first half. She's got 1, Zwick has 2. I think everybody's happy that we're ready to play basketball. 13:38 to play in the game. 32-30 OCU. Right side, it's Destiny Turner to Zwick, back to Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Woodson straightaway 3. Yes, got it to fall. First 3 of the game for Asia Woodson. 4 2-point field goals. 11 points in this basketball game. It's 35-30 with 13:13 to play in the game. Off a screen, it's Johanna Couch, the freshman from Gloucester, Ohio. One of 2 Buckeyes on this team. Taryn Forsythe, the other from West Mansfield. Kaylee Carter to Scheich for 3. In and out. Rebound Kara Zwick for OCU. Zwick looking to run. Zwick underneath to Woodson. Woodson a behind the back pass as she was fading out of bounds. Johnson had it, but they gave it right back to OCU in a fresh 30. Left baseline, it's Woodson. 12-footer at the side of the rim, no good. Woodson saved it inbounds to Fuller. Fuller underneath to Zwick, who put it up, no good. Fuller a rebound, but Whitney Moore slapped it right out of her hands, and she'll get it to Philippi. Philippi looking to run. Right baseline, and her shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Jags. 21 on the shot clock, 12-12 to play in the game. 35-30. The two-seeded Trailblazers by 5. Inbound to Whitney Moore. Nice little step through. Beautifully done by Whitney Moore. She has 9 points in this game. Make it 10. As I can't read my own stat sheet. Left wing, it's Asia Woodson. Woodson to the middle of the floor. Looking for some space to Turner, to Zwick. Turnaround 15-footer, too strong, and the rebound into the hands of Woodson, who blew the bunny. Woodson got it again. Her second attempt no good, but she'll shoot 2. Foul is going to be charged on number 10, Kaylee Carter. Second foul, first on the team here on Johnson in the final 20 minutes. First free throw by Woodson, front of the iron, no good. Maritza Will back into the game as Caitlin Danner will sit down. Danner with 10 points here in the first 8 minutes and 18 seconds of this second half. Second free throw is good. So Asia Woodson splits a pair. Team high 12 points. Caitlin Danner with 10. The lone Trailblazers in double digits. 36-32. 11:32 to play in the game. With it is Johanna Couch, looking to the right wing to Philippi. Good looking 3, good rotation, but it came up short. An air ball into the hands of Katie Fuller. Fuller to Turner, who had trouble catching it, saves it into Will to Fuller with 20 on the shot clock. This is Woodson. Little jump hook by Zwick, no good, and the rebound into the hands of Whitney Moore. And a foul is going to be charged on either Maritza Will or Kara Zwick. They're going to charge it to Zwick. That's the third on Kara Zwick, and Sarah Bechtel is going to come in for her with 11:06 to play in the game. Zwick doesn't like the call, but she'll sit down here with Johnson still within 4. 36-32. Zwick with 3, the only Trailblazer with 3 fouls. Woodson and Danner with 2 apiece. It's Philippi with 3, Carter and Couch with 2 for Johnson. Into the lane, Philippi went to the left hand and put it in. Spectacular move by Maddie Philippi, 8 points. And it's 36-34. Woodson in the left wing, off a Turner screen to the middle of the floor. Right elbow, little stop and start. Bechtel 3 on the rim, no good. Fuller working hard off of Scheik's head into the hands of Woodson. Woodson in the lane, scooped it up, and it went in and out. Was halfway down. Rebound Johanna Couch, an outlet to Philippi, and a reach-in foul is going to be charged to Destiny Turner. First on Turner, 5th on the team. 10:16 to play in the game. 36-34, Trailblazers clinging to a 2-point advantage. Johnson with 5 freshmen and 3 sophomores. One of those sophomores isn't even in uniform as Maddie Philippi carried the basketball. And the 2 sophomores that are in uniform are coming off the bench. So 5 freshmen playing their first ever MidEast Region tournament game against one of the elites in the NCCAA Division II, and they are hanging around. That's the phrase I'm going to use about 90 times in this game after OCU had really hammered Johnson in the 2 previous meetings. Shot up close, no good. Maritza Will a rebound. Will tied up momentarily, and they are going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow will keep it here with OCU. Trailblazers a 20-point win at Johnson on the 25th of January, and as we said, a 22-point win last Saturday in this building, but they are fighting for their lives right now. Bechtel, top of the key, 3 is right there. Quick catch and fire for one of the better 3-point shooters. Although her statistics are down this year, Bechtel still one of the best quick catch and shooters that Mandy Ray has. First points of the game. Carter thought about a 3, instead went into the lane, and a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Jags. Yeah, Bechtel shot, 37% on threes a season ago, which is a team high, down to 23% this year. Headed up all the way to 41% on the 1st of December, but she has been in a slump of late, so that's a good sign. There's a steal. Black on a 3-on-1 advantage. Black to the rack, and she drops it in. 41-34, the lead is 7. Doug Carnes may need to think about using one of those timeouts that he's so careful about using. Left side, Kaylee Carter, no good. Forsythe, an offensive rebound. Got clobbered underneath by Sarah Bechtel, and she'll shoot 2. Second foul on Bechtel, 6th on the team, and Taryn Forsythe, second-year player. Teacher ed major at Johnson. Ran cross country for the Johnson University team, not this past fall, but fall of 2011, she did that. First point of the game, she averages less than a point per game, and now has doubled up that season average with 2 free throws there. Bechtel running the floor, and Chelsea Black with a beautiful pass in transition. Give her credit and give Bechtel credit for running the lane nicely there. Made basket allows OCU to apply pressure. 43-36. I still think Johnson needs a timeout to rest and settle the troops as Forsythe threw another one up at the rim, and it went in. 4 quick points for Taryn Forsythe, and those are bonus points if you're Doug Carnes. You don't expect them. Right baseline, Woodson for 3. She hit again. 15 for Woodson, 9 in the second half. 46-38, OCU by 8. Left wing, it's Philippi to the right wing, and Carter. Carter, 1 dribble, 15-footer on the rim, no good, and Will the defensive rebound. OCU hoping to extend an 8-point advantage. Woodson trying to shake and bake right side, and she forgot about the basketball, forgot to take it with her, and Amanda Scheich was there to pick it up. Scheich tried to find Forsythe, and that pass off the mark, and Forsythe able to get a hand on it, but could do nothing else. So Doug Carnes talking to the troops, in particular Amanda Scheich, who turned that one over with 7:39 to play in the game. Woodson will sit down. As back in is Shelby Rowe. Rowe has not scored in this game. Averages 14.4 points per game and has not had very many opportunities. Rowe in that first half had 4 3-point attempts, and that was it. Missed every one of them. Top of the key, Bechtel again. This one in and out, no good. Rebound, Philippi for Johnson. Hounded by Tiaja Smith. They're going to try to make Johnson work. Again, fatigue and fouls are what you hope will be the difference in this one. Left wing, Whitney Moore to fire a 3. Backside of the iron, no good. Scheich, an offensive rebound, and she put it in again, and Doug Carnes immediately wants a timeout. I'll tell you, may I say it one more time. This little young lady is doing a heck of a job. Amanda Scheich, with 10 points in this game, was their leading rebounder in the first half and is really keeping Johnson in this game right now. We'll take a break. It's a full timeout by Doug Carnes. 46-40, OCU by 6. You're listening to the MidEast Region semifinals here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
You're watching the NCCAA Division II MidEast Region Finals. Today's exciting tournament action brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike.
Subway, eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence, mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
.658 to play in the game. It's number 2 OCU 46, number 3 Johnson 40. Again, two 20-plus point wins in the two regular season meetings between these two teams. But as they say, when the postseason begins, I heard Tony Stockman telling his guys today, you can throw out the records. You can throw out everything we've done in the regular season, because it is one and done at this point. OCU women, a little bit of a different story because they're hosting the national championship. They can lose in this tournament and still get in, but for the OCU men, they need to win today. 46-40. They will take on number 5 Boyce tonight in the MidEast semis. Philippi into the lane. Little scoop shot, too strong. Rebound Shelby Rowe for OCU. Black into the lane, her runner no good. Rowan offensive rebound. Drops it over to Bechtel from up close. She put in another. Bechtel has 7, all of them here in the second half. And OCU has taken a 48-40 lead as we near 6 minutes to play in the game. Fails, threw it away, trying to get it to Couch underneath. That's got to be a bounce pass from the wing. Smith to the other end. She makes him pay. Tiaja Smith with a half dozen. Young players watching this broadcast, anytime you want to go from the wing to the block, unless you're passing the ball to a guy like Shaquille O'Neal, that has got to be a bounce pass. And every time you throw it up there on a straight pass, chest pass or whatever, overhead pass, they're going to steal it 8 out of 10 times like OCU did there. There's another steal by Rowe. 4-on-4 break here. Rowe, tough shot, threw it at the rim, no. And a loose ball foul, I believe, is going to be charged to Sarah Bechtel, and it is. 3rd on Bechtel, 7th on the team, and we should be shooting a 1-and-1 at the other end. I've got 7. Trailblazers have committed 7 fouls in this second half, and Johnson only with 1. So much for a home court advantage. With 5:21 to play, we will walk to the other end, and we will shoot a 1-and-1, and it will be Johanna Couch, the Lady Jag that Bechtel shoved, trying to grab that rebound, that will shoot the 1-and-1 here. Couch, a 46% free throw shooter, but didn't look like it. First one is up and in with 3. Yeah, 46% free throw shooter in the NBA, doesn't shoot shots the way Johanna Couch does. Had a nice touch, nice arc. 46% shooters shoot him like Shaq in the NBA, and they look absolutely awful. 3 by Shelby Rowe is no good. Zwick had it, but it was slapped out. Possession stays with the Trailblazers. Here comes Woodson as Black will sit down. Chelsea sits with 3. Woodson back with a game-high 15 points. Rowe looking to inbound. Watch Rowe. They inbound to Zwick. Quick catch and fire from 17 feet. Came up short. And Johanna Couch, the defensive rebound. 5 minutes exactly to play in the game. Top of the key, Philippi into the lane. She threw it away. Taken away by Rowe. Woodson to the other end. Asia put it up and in. She beat the point guard, Carter, to the rim, and she's got 17 in the game. Fales is checked in for Johnson, one of their backups. Who is out for Johnson right now? Shike, a breather for the Lady Jags. Carter with 12 on the shot clock. Underneath, beautiful step through again. Beautiful step through again. Went to the left hand, but Moore could not finish. Has great post moves, but didn't do the most important part. That's put it in, and Maddie Philippi just picked up her 4th foul out in transition. So she has played, 15 plus minutes here in this second half without a personal, but picks up her 4th here. It's number 2 on the team. Whitney Moore and Anna Fales sit down as Becky and her Forsythe and Amanda Shike. To the right baseline, it's Zwick. Zwick to the baseline now, and Rowe. Rowe still scoreless in this game. OCU's leading scorer at 14.4. Danner underneath, having her way, but she could not finish. Rebound Johnson. Nearly taken away from behind against Shike. She gets it to Carter, who went into the lane. A lot of contact. Doug Carnes begging for a foul call. Hands on his head, and no call made. Jeff Klaus, the umpire underneath the basket. That did not blow the whistle on that action. Left wing, it's Asia Woodson. Woodson got the step into the lane. Setting up Danner. Jumper right side is no good, and a jump ball is going to be called. It was Kaylee Carter that had it, but Asia Woodson immediately tied her up, and the possession will keep it with OCU. Here comes Chelsea Black coming into the game, and sitting down will be Shelby Rowe with 3:33 to play. Inbound underneath to Zwick. Quick catch and turnaround, no good. Zwick caught it again, no good. Chelsea Black, an offensive rebound. She'll bring it back out to Tiaja Smith and reset with 3:20 to play in the game. 52-41, lead is 11. Right side, Black to fire a three, no good. And the ball slapped out of bounds by Tiaja Smith. It'll go back to Johnson. So doesn't take a Rhodes Scholar to figure out down 11. Lady Jags need baskets, they need stops, and they probably need some breaks as well. Kaylee Carter fell to the ground, lost the basketball, but Woodson could not keep it in play, and they're going to say it's OCU basketball. Sure looked like that thing went off of Asia Woodson. It was Johanna Couch that tried to bring it back in, and she looked confused as Couch in blue was pushed aside by the umpire, Michelle Daniel, who said it's white basketball. I'm not sure that was the right call. Looked like Woodson clearly touched it last. Right side, Woodson makes him pay by hitting a three. 20 points for Asia Woodson. We called her the X Factor, did not play in that first meeting, and has been a huge spark in this one, has slapped that one out of bounds. With 2:47 to play, it's 55-41. 14-point lead. Johnson with it, trailing by 14. Woodson really trying to make Carter work, and Smith came over to try to jump her, and a foul is going to be charged, I believe, on Tiaja Smith. It is Smith who tried to come over and provide that help. It's her second, and the team over the limit, so Kaylee Carter a 1-and-1. Carter bends the knees and fires good. 7 points for Kaylee Carter. Johnson 13 of 17 from the charity stripe, make it 14 of 18 as Kaylee Carter hits again. She's got 8 points. Forsythe will sit down. Johanna Couch is back in, so the Johnson starters in there in full force, talking about Kaylee Carter, Amanda Shike, Johanna Couch, Maddie Philippi, and Whitney Moore. Right side, Tiaja Smith to Woodson. Dropped it off underneath to Danner, who finds Black, back out to Smith. Left side, Woodson for three. Side of the iron, no good. And Chelsea Black, an offensive rebound, and just as important, a fresh 30. Underneath Zwick, and Zwick had trouble catching that, and I read Mandy Ray's lips giving a tough long stare to Chelsea Black. Again, if you're going to try to make that pass from near the top of the key to the left block, that's got to be a bounce pass too, and that's exactly the words that Mandy Ray, as she was biting her lip and her teeth clenched, said that's got to be a bounce pass. Left side, Carter lost into the hands of Zwick. Under 2 minutes to play. The lead is a dozen. Looking to run is Woodson. Woodson into the lane, and she scores again. 22 for Asia Woodson. 57-43, minute 40 to play. Kaylee Carter to the right wing and Couch. Couch back out to Carter. 13 on the shot clock. Woodson slapped it away. Shot clock is now down to 10. Carter into the lane. Went to the left hand. No good. Couch an offensive rebound or put back. No good. Couch and Danner battling, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow stays with Johnson. So it looks like after an early lead by Johnson that OCU is going to survive. 79 seconds left in this game. They lead by 14. They have outscored the Lady Jags by 9 here in the second half after leading 20-15 at the half. And Carter just threw it away as she tried to make something happen in the lane. Johnson's going to finish 2013 at 11-14. They'll finish 0-5 in MidEast region play. The Trailblazers will improve to 18-11 and 4-1 against MidEast region opponents. Off a screen, it's Black. With 15 on the shot clock, Woodson pass deflected and intercepted by Kaylee Carter. Under a minute to play. Carter going to try to get into the lane, put it up, a lot of contact. Got to be something called there as bodies flying everywhere. Philippi, 15-footer, no good. And Danner the rebound. Danner an outlet to Chelsea Black, about a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock. So Trailblazers will have to shoot it here. 20 seconds to play in the game. Shot clock down to 13. Black off a screen to the middle of the floor. Black now open for 3, and she put it in. 6 points for Chelsea Black, 11.5 left. 60-43. The Trailblazers going to get a big, big win. And obviously give them credit. Woodson played sensational, but you give a lot of credit too as the horn goes off to this undermanned Johnson team that came in with 7 players in uniform and gave, at least for a half, a major, major scare to this OCU Trailblazer team. It's a final. The Trailblazers a winner, 60-43. We'll have a quick wrap-up on the post-game show after this 3-minute timeout here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
Today's MidEast Region Finals brought to you in part by
Domino's Pizza. Handmade pan pizza with 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust made from fresh dough. Domino's Pizza of Circleville, located on Lancaster Pike.
Subway. Eat fresh. Subway. Eat fresh.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They will help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Christian Academy is pleased to offer students from preschool to high school an education of excellence, mid-state league sports, archery, media, drama, and music. Learn more at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
One of the slogans that we came up with was "We're number 2," and that was one that seemed to take a hold because everybody would ask, "What are you saying you're number 2 for? You know, what are you number 2 about? You know, don't you want to win?" And of course we wanted to win. We wanted to be the best we could be, but we were number 2 because Jesus Christ was number 1, and that's how we started.
The Lord has blessed all of us, and
it's a time that you can't forget. It's the 4 years of your life that you'll always have memories of.
So we knew we could do it, but we finally did it, and we made it.
(60-43), the final score. The Trailblazers get win number 18. They improved to 18-11, 4-1 in MidEast Region play, and they advance to the MidEast Region Finals. They will take on the number 1 seeded KCU Lady Knights tomorrow at 1 p.m. Airtime with the pregame show is set for 12:40. That will be a live video broadcast right here on the Trailblazer TV. You can find that right on the OCU website. Click on the same exact link that you use to watch us right now. We'll be with you tomorrow beginning at 12:40. The women's final at 1, the men's final at 3 p.m. Some final scoring numbers in this game. Asia Woodson, a game high 22 points for OCU. 10 points from Caitlin Danner. They were the 2 Trailblazers in double digits. They get 7 tonight from Sarah Bechtel, all of them in the second half. So Bechtel was clearly a spark to a team that was not shooting the basketball particularly well. Chelsea Black was 6, Tiaja Smith was 6, and Destiny Turner with a 3 in that first half for OCU. The Trail was Zwick had 6 as well. OCU 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Is that correct, Rick Cooper? Make that 4 of 8 for OCU from the charity stripe for 50% in that game. For Johnson, they were led today by Whitney Moore and Amanda Scheich. They had 10 points apiece. Maddie Philippi, plagued by foul problems much of that first half, finished with 8. Kaylee Carter added 8. Taryn Forsythe with 4 points and some productive minutes off the bench in the second half. And Johanna Couch had 3 for the Lady Jags. They were 14 of 18 from the charity stripe for 78%. For the game, Johnson 29% from the field. They finished 14 of 48. OCU 31% shooting on 2s, 25 of 82, and did a much better job shooting 3s in the second half did the Trailblazers. After going 1 of 14 in the first half, they shoot 5 of 12 in the second for 42%, and they finish for the game 6 of 26 for 23%. Battle the backboards. OCU with a 44-32 advantage there, plus 12. They forced 25 Johnson turnovers. They turn it over 15 times themselves. Only 7 assists for Johnson, 14 assists for OCU. Leading rebounders in this game, Maritza Will had 10 boards for OCU. Kara Zwick had a team-high 12, including 5 on the offensive end, and for Johnson, their leading rebounder was Whitney Moore, who had 7 boards, and let me correct that, it was Amanda Scheich who ended up having 9. 10 points, 9 rebounds, a near double-double for 5'7" Amanda Scheich. And if I'm giving out a Johnson player of the game, which I just did, I'm giving it to Amanda Scheich today in 38 minutes, 5 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from three-point range. But again, in 38 minutes, 10 points, 9 rebounds, and a steal. She did turn it over 7 times as well, but just love the fearlessness of Amanda Scheich, who got into the lane and really in the land of the Giants did a very nice job. OCU player of the game today has got to be Asia Woodson on a day when nobody else really seemed to be shooting the basketball very well. 22 points tonight, 3 of 5 on 3s, 9 of 16 overall, 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in 22 minutes for the freshman from Toledo, Ohio. OCU a winner, 60-43. They'll play for the MidEast Championship tomorrow at 1 p.m. We say thanks again to Doug Carnes at Johnson, one of the good guys in the NCCAA. 29 years as a head coach, 27 with the men and 2 with the women. Spent a lot of time with us over the past couple of weeks helping us prepare for these broadcasts, and we say thanks to Doug Carnes from Johnson University. Trailblazers a winner, 60-43. It'll be the OCU men, the number 1 seeded OCU men, taking on number 5 Boyce, the Bulldogs. We'll have it for you after this time out here on the OCU Trailblazer Basketball Network.
thank you for watching the NCCAA Division II Mideast Region Finals.